If you no longer want to be absolutely cooked, you need to rewire your mind and fix your dopamine. Here is the full guide on exactly how to actually do that. Yo bro, my name's Jas and I teach young men the art of self-discipline because it changed my life and it will change yours too. I'm gonna help you get here quicker than me and better than me. You seem interested, man, so hit that subscribe because it helps me help you. I'm gonna tell you how dopamine actually works, and I never understood it until I thought of it like this. And bro, this ain't gonna be some rocket science bullshit neurological experiment type explanation. I'm just gonna tell you what it actually is, because I've never heard it explained like this online. Dopamine is just a chemical in your body that gives you exciting thoughts towards a certain thing. So you know when you haven't been on your phone for a while and you just know people are messaging you on Snapchat, you've got Instagram DMs, people are WhatsApping you, whatever. The thought in your head before you go and pick up that phone and you know that you're about to get blown up with all these texts, that's dopamine making you that excited to pick up the phone. You know when you told the boys, bro, hop on in 15 minutes. I can't flip and wait. And you're like texting everyone, guys, 15 minutes, we're hopping on. Oh, one guy says he's going to eat and you know he's going to take like an extra half an hour, but it doesn't matter because the other 4 boys are going to jump on anyway. The excitement and rush that you feel while you're texting them and while you like boot up the PlayStation and you get your headphones, you're like, Mom, I'm going to play now, keep quiet and stuff. That is the peak dopamine. That's dopamine getting released like crazy. But think about these two scenarios again, yeah? After you've responded to all your texts, so let's say scenario 1, after you've responded to all your texts, you feel like shit. You feel kind of drained. Same with the PlayStation. You just played for 12 hours straight. That was so sick. Me and the boys were on, right? Like we won so many games in Warzone, but why do I feel kind of shit? Why can't I sleep right now? It's because your dopamine's depleted. And that's why you don't feel any motivation towards your goals. Your exciting thoughts that you should have for progress and domination in your life go to the wrong things because you've trained it that way. You've trained your dopamine to get released on the bad habits. And now your brain doesn't know how to release it for the good ones. But don't worry bro, I'm going to tell you some techniques in this video that will help you rewire it so that it's released on the good things. First and foremost, you need to make sure that you're off social media for at least the key blocks of the day that I outlined in my Tiger J social media protocol that I came up with when I wanted to quit. So all this is, bro, is that for the first 3 hours of the day and the last 3 hours of the day, you don't have social media on your phone. All you got to do to implement this is take your bedtime, let's say it's 10 p.m, take 3 hours away from that, and now it's 7 p.m, set an alarm for 7 and delete social media at 7. And that sorts the evening block of the day. Then you take your wake up time, which is let's say 6 a.m, and you add 3 hours to that, so that's 9 a.m. now. Set a 9 a.m. alarm and now you're allowed to download social media. That is the full protocol. What this does and makes sure is that you don't have social media in the points where it's going to ruin your day. Bro, people wake up and they scroll straight away. Your day is literally ruined. If you wake up and you jump on your phone, first thing, you're cooked, bruv. You're not going to have the same level of motivation as the guy who just wakes up and starts doing good habits straight away. Same with sleep. If you're in bed and the last thing you do is you're scrolling on your phone, you're not going to get any good sleep, man. You're just going to be thinking about the reels and stuff like that. Bro, I used to have dreams about some of the Instagram reels that I used to see. I used to have dreams about my goddamn video game. I used to see Warzone burned into my retinas when my eyes were closed. But when you delete social media, you're not going to have it for the first 3 hours of the day and all the last 3 hours. And you might be thinking like, oh, but like people are going to text me and stuff and like, oh, they need me, bro. They need me. My friends need to tell me about like something. They've never ever told you anything that's like life-threatening or anything like that. I'm not telling you to delete WhatsApp. Your family and people who genuinely actually care about your bestest friends, they can still text you in that time. You could still respond. All we're doing is getting rid of the harmful stuff like Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok. I don't even know any other ones. I don't think there are any other ones. Like Twitter, bro. I don't even use that shit. But yeah, get rid of it. It's Facebook, all of that. No one uses Facebook anyway these days. And bro, don't be one of these like cringe guys, yeah, who just goes on Snapchat and writes like, oh yeah, no reply for 3 hours and then posting your story. Don't be one of them cringe motherfuckers, bro. I used to see these guys on Snapchat like posting like going ghost for 3 months, and then you message him the next day and he's like, yo bro, you want to go outside and like go hit the vape and stuff. Like, fuck off, bro. Fucking losers. Anyway, doing this technique, bro, your mind is literally stronger throughout the day. The correct part of the brain, which is the prefrontal cortex. All that is the part of your mind that's like the angel on your shoulder. So you know the part of your brain that like sees all these big dreams and everything and that actually imagines you going to the gym, imagines you hitting the hard training session or like doing the hard work. The part of you that thinks all of that stuff and can actually reason and do all of these hard things, that's the prefrontal cortex. Then you've got the limbic system. Like, we ain't got to go into detail, but that's the part of your brain that when social media is firing, you're like using that part of your brain, and that's the part that's telling you scroll to the next one, scroll to the next one. Where's that funny reel? I want to get a funny one. That's what keeps you hooked. So not having that firing in the first 3 hours or the last 3 hours of the day means that you're a higher performer throughout the day, and that means that your inputs into your goals are even more high leverage. Because imagine the guy that's just scrolled for 3 hours, then goes to the gym and he's fried, and now he's scrolling in between sets, versus the locked in motherfucker who's just in there, headphones on, listening to some crazy music maybe, yeah? Even though music might not be that good for your dopamine or whatever, bro, we ain't got to think about that. Grabs like 35 kilos and just starts curling it. Goes to failure, 25 kg now, drop set again, 15 kg. His biceps is the size of the guy's head now with that pump. And that guy's still on the bench just fucking scrolling in between his set. Who's gonna have a better physique in a year? The guy who scrolls before gym, or the guy who just doesn't scroll? And also, bro, you ain't just got to look at like the first order of benefits. There's also another second order benefit. Like if you're texting like girls right now and you've got a girl on your phone that you really like and you're like, oh yeah, she took an hour to reply to, now I'm just gonna scroll around on my phone, watch a 2-hour YouTube video because 1 hour times 2 is 2 hours, so I should take 2 hours to respond. I'll watch this 2-hour video. Bro, you're gonna actually have social media off your phone. The girls ain't gonna like go anywhere. They're just gonna think, oh, where's he at? You always hear about this, like, be mysterious, like, make them chase you and all that bullshit, yeah? This is how you actually do it. You become a busy man. And when you become a busy man, you don't have time for social media anyway. And then the girl that you like, that you're texting, she's gonna think, where's he at? And then you can say, when you come back in like 6 hours from now and you text her and she's like, where you been? Like, oh, I missed you and stuff. You're gonna be like, oh, just been working on my goals. And the energy that you come in to that conversation with, don't think I have to say much more, bro, you understand. The next thing I want you to do is to rewire your mind to produce dopamine from the good habits instead of the bad ones. I'm going to teach you how to do that right now, and it's called dopamine withdrawal training. So you're going to take away the things that give you dopamine. I'm going to explain this and you're going to understand it real quick, man. It sounds kind of complicated, but let me just get to the point. So you might do like 1 or 2 good habits per week, such as gym or socializing with friends, for example, but there's always these friction removers, these external things that you just put into those good habits that make it a little bit easier to do. And it's always external. Like guys who go to the gym, they always just like flipping snort 650 milligrams of caffeine before they go to the gym. Guys who are out with their mates, they'll take like 10 shots of vodka before they have the fucking confidence to talk to their friends openly or whatever. These habits, like socializing with your boys, going to the gym, they're all good habits, but sometimes just remove the external friction. Do this like an experiment on yourself. Just don't have the caffeine before gym. Don't have the alcohol when you're out with your friends. You'll see, you'll actually end up like starting out and it's not going to be as good. You'll be warming up in your warm-up sets, you'll be thinking, oh, this feels kind of heavy. You'll be out with your mates, you'll be thinking, oh, like, I don't really know what to talk about. But sooner or later, as the event progresses, you're going to feel just as good as if you were like taking these substances or taking these external friction removers. Even with music, bro, don't listen to music while you study one day. Remove the external friction remover. Let your brain understand that it's capable of generating the force required to overcome the hard thoughts and the hard habits and everything like that, bro. You're gonna understand that you're capable of so much more than you thought, because you can like not listen to music and still hit a brilliant, excellent study session, because you realize you don't need the alcohol to feel social. You realize you don't need the caffeine to be strong. And once your brain understands how to generate that mental friction, you've done it enough times, the next time you use the like external friction remover, it's gonna be insane, bro. I'm not saying just never ever drink caffeine before the gym. It's not too bad, bro. With alcohol, I would say just quit that shit because it's so bad for you, yeah? You could drink a coffee before gym though. If you're hitting a super hard session and it's like maybe once a week or something, go for it. But the other 6 days, don't do it, because then that one day is gonna hit so hard, and that can be your like highest leverage day. If your goal is to increase your deadlift, drink a coffee before your heaviest deadlift. If your goal is like bench press, drink a coffee before your bench press or something, or whatever pre-workout you take. You shouldn't be taking this like cancer-ridden plastic packaging bullshit pre-workouts. You should be actually just drinking clean black coffee if you want caffeine, right? And caffeine ain't even that good for you. I've been researching this shit. This is a side note. Been looking into what it actually does, and turns out it's pretty bad for you, man. But the effects that people say they feel like, oh, I feel brain fog without caffeine, or I feel like I can't do my work without caffeine, and I can't train without caffeine. Bro, I haven't taken it for like a week straight now, and I don't feel any of those effects. People say they feel completely withdrawn from it. I used to drink 1 to 3 strong coffees a day just a week ago, and I stopped doing that. I don't feel any of the withdrawal effects, to be fair. Like this could just be the way my body processes it or whatever, but I feel fine. Like even now I'm recording the video, I don't feel any different to as if I was like pumped up off the coffee. Like I don't feel any difference. And yo, I'm so unsure about all this like quitting caffeine stuff. So if anyone's actually quit drinking coffees or drinking Monster Energy or whatever, quit caffeine completely. Let me know your experience. Like, do you prefer it that way? Did you have really bad side effects from caffeine and that's why you quit? Drop a comment, man. Let me know what you think and how you use like caffeine and stuff. Do you use it before studying? Do you use it for workouts? And if you've quit, bro, please, I actually want to learn. Let me know what that's about and if I should do it myself. Like, is it that bad for you or whatever? Just a side note, I know though that tomorrow I'm going to hit a pretty hard gym session. I should probably grab a black coffee and take it down. I'm going to see how it feels, man. It's probably going to hit me so hard because anytime I take like a couple of days off and then I drink one, I feel absolutely crazy. Same thing with the dopamine withdrawal training. This is exactly what that is, bro. Don't listen to music one day when you're studying. Don't drink that coffee before the gym. Don't drink alcohol when you're out with your friends. Let your brain generate that force and let yourself see what kind of guy you are, bro. Because if you're watching a video like this, you're already different to everyone else. The friends that you go out with, they don't watch this shit, man. They don't care. They don't want to improve themselves. They give no damns about their personal development. That's fine, they don't know about it yet, but you do. I'm here to talk to you, man. I'm here to tell you that you've got it within you to achieve these goals and to be that guy. You can rewire your dopamine to like the good things. If you just take the steps in this video, you're going to start to feel different throughout your day. You're going to start to put in better shifts at work, your workouts, your study sessions, any of your goals. Whatever high leverage action you have to do, your input is going to be 10 out of 10 without this like fried dopamine receptor nonsense that you're putting yourself through right now. Bro, discipline is the root cause to all success. I literally still remember being that same guy who was downstairs in this very house playing Warzone for 36 hours straight sometimes. And bro, back then, 3 years ago, I didn't know that I would be graduating as an award-winning Master of Engineering who has written 2 first-class dissertations and then secured his dream job as a consultant engineer. Bro, after the assessment centre, they called me up and they said, Jas, that was the best performance we've ever seen. You performed first out of 2,000 people that applied. And not only that, bro, I go into work in my suit every day, but under that suit, I've got this jacked physique that I've built in this past year alone. I started bodybuilding in January 2025 and I've literally built this physique this year. I'm so happy, bro. Like, I feel so much better now that I've quit social media as well. I literally haven't been on Instagram or TikTok unless I'm posting on there like a short form piece of content. I'll download it, post, and F off. I haven't scrolled in the past year. I don't do it. It's not part of who I am. And I've only got here because of my day-to-day. My day-to-day activities, bro, are just living my disciplined lifestyle in the direction of my goal. That's it. It's so fucking simple. It's just not easy. And that's why I've got the Pathway of the Tiger, which is my full program to install that same discipline inside of you. It's a self-led program, full video course, bro. 5 phases of training, and it is the best work I've ever put together, bro. That's the first link in the description. I've also got a second link for some guys who want me to install the discipline and give them the direction with a full-on game plan. We'll work one-to-one, bro. So that link right there, it's a free call to see if we vibe, see if I can actually help you with your problems and stuff. So if you like the sound of that, bro, hit that link, book the free call, and we can talk one-to-one. And with that, man, click the next video, and I'm out. Sweat or regret, bro.